Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone tonight? I am here. We are hanging out. I'm a little behind and things are all over the place. I don't know where my bottle opener is, so things are horrible. Things are just a mess. I don't know how to handle it. How am I going to open this? I'm going to have to do the thing, and if I do the like slam on the table thing, I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'll fuck it up and there'll be beer everywhere. Like it's not going to work like it used to. And then if it does, now because I'm old, like I care about whether or not I break the furniture or nick it, right? You never used to care about that shit, but now you do. Like life is a mystery. We got Ifia in the house. What's up, Total Excellent? So, you know the drill. If you guys are watching, I need to know that you're here. If you're on Facebook, let me know that Facebook is working. If you are on YouTube, obviously, where YouTube is working. We just need to know what's going on. We need to make sure you're here and that we're talking. If anybody who's in the group, if you want to share it to your audience, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, I don't know where my bottle opener is, which is my main concern. Hold on. What are you trying to do? It says, don't resist fantasy of opening the bottle, man. I know. Like I know I can do it. I still have the skills to do it. It's just I know if I do it live on camera, that shit's going everywhere. I know it. I feel it in my heart. It's going to be great. But my wife heard my plea, and now I have the Manatee beer opener. I'm not sure she heard my plea or just she heard the table yelling. They heard the table yelling that bad things could happen. But we're going to get my friends on here. We're going to talk about some comics. Hopefully people will watch and hang out with us tonight. If they're not watching us, what are they doing? TNA wrestling is not that exciting. So I don't know what else they'd be doing. So let's get people based on who I like the most, as I always do. And this is a tough one this week. Todd's like, he barely knows me. So Todd, yeah, you're not next. We will go with, I like Tom a little. No, I like Ed more than Tom, but I want Tom to like me more, Ed. So like, that's the thing.
Well, I'll tell you what we're up against tonight. It's Thursday Night Football.
Okay.
Although it is
Patriots,
Jets football. So
It's
we should
Jets-
be okay.
it's Jets Patriots, but Patriots are winning right now.
Correct.
I think they're. I'm predicting a Patriots Eagles Super Bowl. Is what I'm predicting.
That's insanity. That's insanity. Neither of those teams are making it. I'll go on record right now.
Okay.
Both of those teams will not make the Super Bowl. Mark it, clip it, whatever they do on the interwebs nowadays, clip it right now, today, 11/13/2025.
Right.
Tom says no.
Tom says no.
Yeah.
So Tom, I was looking at your movie rankings, and I was shocked to see that Predator Badlands was so high on your list.
Yeah. Well, it's a combination of two things.
Okay.
One, I like the movie, which is a surprise. But two, it's also a very low bar because the movies this year are really low bar movies. So don't get too excited about it being the second spot. But I did like it. I was pleasantly surprised. I remember back when it was first announced that it was going to be like a World War II movie and the Predator was going to be like chasing Nazis and stuff. That clearly did not happen. And we got a completely reworked thing to be, what it is. But outside of just you can feel the Disney in it. Mostly you can feel the Disney Marvel in it. Like they're like, this is what we do for Marvel. So this is what we should do for everything we own. You can feel that in this movie, but it does work. It was some cool, like more expanding of the Predator sort of world and universe, and how the clans work and so on. So I was surprised. I was entertained, and it's number 2 this year.
I felt it was the Mandalorian.
Very Mandalorian.
I felt it was an episode of the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Predators.
That's a great take. Yes.
It's not how I like my Predators, but it's better than no Predators, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we got Ed Davies. How are you, Ed?
I'm good. How are you?
By the way, I'm gonna make Fred last because I know it hurts his feelings. Like it's secretly like being.
Hey, I've been last. I've been in that last spot, and it's like the flashbacks to elementary school. So I'm happy. I'm not the final pick today.
Do you not like, because you're a teacher, do you make sure one kid feels like he's not loved every day? Like, don't pick him and don't, like, he raises his hand all day and you're just like, I'm not going to answer you, Tom.
Yeah.
I like how Tom was the kid. Like, what the hell just happened there?
Tom, your take on the Predator movie, I can't pick you. Sorry. No, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. After the was it The Predator or whatever that one, it's like it could only go uphill from there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. I will every couple of years put that on thinking I haven't seen it. I'm like, what? I haven't seen it. And then I started and I'm like, no, I've seen this. No, God.
Don't go too far into that one. Yeah, that's pain.
And it tried to be a good movie. It really wanted to be a good movie. And then like someone said, we're not making a good movie here. This was from high. We've decided we're not. We had a meeting. And we're gonna go the other way.
Can't be good. The committee who wrote it could not put a good movie together.
And the Alien and Predator franchises are so chaotic. If you just look at all of the movies and just how they're just all over the damn place, like, oh my God. And you've got guys like Ridley Scott attached to it and they still can't find like let's make it work type of thing. Even when it really does it, people are like, well, this isn't what I wanted. Like, okay.
Yeah. When mediocre is the best case scenario, you're not in for a good ride.
Right. All right. Well, next up, we got Todd here. How are you, Todd?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. And I agree. Like, it can only go up. I saw The Predators, like the last half hour. I'm like, did I see this? I start watching. I'm like, okay, this is like Spawn bad at the end. I'm like, this is terrible. So now I'm like really curious to see Badlands. But I also saw it was made from the people that did Romulus. And that was not a good film, in my opinion. So,
Todd,
curious.
Todd, give me that high five. Give me that high five for Romulus.
Yes.
Not a good movie.
Someone that feels my pain.
I liked Romulus, but I will admit that the Earth episode of that one Aliens movie was better.
Oh, yeah. The wife and I saw it in the theater, and she just kept looking at me, seething at all the scenes. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, not good. Production, great. Looked great.
Yes.
But not good. So I'm
but
skeptical.
Prey was good. I know Prey came back to theaters.
Prey was good.
I missed it. I would have saw Prey in the theaters if
agreed.
So
yeah.
And last but not least, we have Fred. Fred, how are you tonight?
Well, I thought I was doing well. I thought I was in that nice sweet spot where like I'm not at the bottom, but I'm not overachieving. But you just kind of plummeted me right down to the bottom there, right where Alien 3 lives, at the basement. So but
this could be the best episode ever, Travis. I really like how this is starting. It's really good.
Have you guys seen Alien Earth? Because I think that was fantastic.
No,
I hated it.
No, terrible. It was awful.
No, I disagray. I'm a big Noah Hawley fan.
Yeah,
I love
I'm gonna put you guys together since you guys seem to agree on everything.
Well, I got backup.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to know it just got announced today that there's a season 2. So
which is for that same day that it announced that, I canceled my Hulu subscription.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm done.
That's the only reason I have a Hulu subscription. It's the only show that I watch.
That's the only reason I kept it until that show came on, and then I was like, "No, we're done now."
Tom's going the opposite of everybody else. He when Jimmy Kimmel came back, he unsubscribed. So, but we are going to talk about comics tonight. We're going to go over everybody's campaigns. We're going to write some stuff down. We're going to see if we can raise some money. It's going to be a fun night. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. There's a lot of great creators here. So we're going to do that. I know Nandor may be coming on tonight. Nandor's a great creator. Everybody likes Nandor. And then Cody may come on tonight. These people were like, I'll come on at this time. I was like, that's not the way shows work. Like, if I'm on, like, maybe you could come on, but you'll have to let me know. So
they're going to do a run-in, Travis.
They're going to do a run-in, right. I just actually got a message that Joe Henry has signed WWE for those who believe in Joe Henry, like myself. I'm happy to hear that.
I love the song from yesterday. I just saw that today.
Tom hated things before it was cool.
Hmm.
Tom has hated a lot of things. What's number one right now? I forgot.
I remember hating on the original Avatar, and I think that's where it all began for me. That's when I started to realize, like, you don't have to like everything, and that's where it really started.
There's issues with that film.
Well, I think you can hate Avatar just if you're a James Cameron fan. You're like, you called this in, motherfucker.
Yeah.
you were like, everything that's worked in every movie is if I cut it up in parts and like put it here, it's gonna work, right? No, that's not the way this works, bro. No. Kevin Davis, how are you, Kevin? Good to see you. But we're gonna talk about some campaigns. We've got some cool stuff. I've got some stuff. So you guys ready to talk some comics?
Sure.
All right, let's see what we got here. Tom, as I said in the pre-show, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. Somebody hired me to do something, so I did it. Like, that's just that's how comics work. Someone says, "Here's money," and then you make a thing.
So
right?
What is this thing? This isn't you. This is Michael Ducey. Ducey? What? I don't know how to say.
Michael Dolce.
Dolce.
Yeah.
Is that like a?
This is me because I wrote this. I wrote this for him, for his company, Dren Publications. Him and James Massian. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So So I'm technically pimping another company tonight, but I am involved because I wrote the script. I actually came up with the concept that they have for all of this Planiverse stuff a few years ago as well. I kind of pitched this whole idea of like, okay, so what if Plan 9 from Outer Space, of course, we're all familiar with the infamous Ed Wood film. If that took place in 1959 and that was Plan 9, what if the aliens just kept coming back? So Plan 19, Plan 29, Plan 39 throughout the decades. So that was sort of what I pitched to him. And he was like, yeah, I like that a lot. So they went out and they did a Plan 59 a few years ago, did really well. They just finished up Plan 79. And Mike came to me and said, do you want to do Plan 39? And I was like, that's the 80s. So yes, of course, I want to do this book 100%. And I did a deep dive into Ed Wood and Plan 9 and the FBI and Project Blue Book and the X-Files and everything that would be required to make this book using all of my personal nostalgia and stuff for the time period as well. And here we go. It's Plan 39. The aliens have returned in 1989. It's very sci-fi, very nostalgia, but also it blends in sort of like real alien stuff. I did the deep dive into, okay, what was happening in the 80s as far as UFO appearances in America, in Russia, and everywhere. So we get sort of the sci-fi story of our aliens coming, but we tie it into, sort of these reports of UFO appearances as well. So it's a very, very fun book.
And that's a great Greg Bow cover. I really like that a lot.
Yeah. So he told me that Greg Bow was going to do a cover, and he was like, "Do you got any ideas?" I said, "Yeah, let's just make like an alien, an 80s alien chick, hoofing it to Roswell." And he was like, "Yeah, cool." So Greg Bow and Gwen did that cover. Came out great.
Yeah, I like it. And I'm a huge Ricardo Silva. I think everybody who's done indie comics for a bit has at least got something from Ricardo Silva.
Yeah, Ricardo is fantastic. Yep. Does not shy away from backgrounds and, filling up those panels and great storytelling, great camera movements. Gat Melvin's doing the colors. I've been working with Gat for a long time. So I knew that he could manage this book. And yeah.
They couldn't afford your picture though, huh?
I was in there previously, but at some point while they were doing some edits, I got dropped out. So I'll be put back in there.
I did not did you we're like, look, you can use my name. I wrote the book, but to use my picture, that's an extra fee.
That's correct. That's correct. It's like, yeah. If there's an appearance, I have to get paid. Yeah.
Right. I understand this. Like this makes sense. This makes sense to me. So they may have a problem.
I'm pretty sure Mike's gonna comp me some lunch just for doing this show. That's sort of the plan. Nice. It's like, I'm gonna do this show. I'm gonna pimp your book, but I need some McDonald's.
We've got a new person. Alan Silverwood has joined in. How are you, Alan?
How you doing?
Good. You're joining us again tonight, hanging out with Fred. This is more like what we normally have. We normally have a full house. Last week, for some reason, it was just me and Fred just hanging out, yelling at people. and Alan talking about. Oh, a good question for everybody because Alan doesn't have a good answer for this. Tom, you've gone to a lot of cons, and I know Todd. Do you go to cons?
Yeah, I table a few. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, who have you peed next to? That's important. That's what I want to know.
Still on the team.
You guys,
Awesome.
because I've got Frank Miller, and Mark Wade. So I don't know who you guys got.
The guy who plays Terrifier, I was next to him. So
Okay. Art
yeah,
the
one of the
Clown?
horror
That's
cons.
nice.
Yeah, Art the Clown. So
Okay.
that's my guy.
I was next to the guy that created Plants vs. Zombies.
Okay.
like many years ago.
Right.
I don't peek over the partitions, so that's all on you guys.
That's what I said.
I
That
keep
was my
focused. I'm
Focus.
focused. I can make up a story and make it
forward.
sound really good, but I'm a focused peer.
All right. Well,
Eyes forward. That's what I said.
whatever, man. That's fine. I mean, I pee next to the greats. I just want people to know. You can't beat Mark Wade. Sorry, I need a pen. You can't beat Mark Wade. You can't beat Frank Miller. And it's somebody else's story, but someone had Shatner when I asked that question, and that's a great story. If they're ever on again, it's a good one.
I thought you were going to say somebody shat next to Frank Miller, and I was like, whoa.
No, it's Shatner. I won't tell the story, but they did. They tapped him. He was peeing, and someone hit him on the shoulder. Hey, William Shatner needs to pee. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, let him do what he needs to do. Like I'm peeing right now. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So we're going to try to get this some money. Is there anything else you want to talk about this Plan 39 from Outer Space?
I don't know. I think we got it. If anybody's got questions, just hit us up in the chat. We launched it this morning at 12:39 and funded it in a couple of hours. It's rolling along, 100 backers. I love it. I love it. I love the book. I think you guys will have fun with it.
Get some money right now.
Yeah, it's filled with Easter eggs and nostalgia. Like I said, we are going to be doing a scavenger hunt as part of the book. So when you get the book in the mail, you're going to have a scavenger hunt list as well with a list of all of the stuff that I've dropped in here, Easter eggs and sort of reference points. And you guys will have a chance to go through the book, find the pages that those Easter eggs and stuff are on, fill it out, turn it back into Dren Publications, and you'll have a chance to win some cool prizes.
Nice.
I'm excited for this. I'm actually a huge Ed Wood fan. I have an Ed Wood tattoo on my arm.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm excited for these. I've heard the series before.
We're going to try to get you to 103. We're going to get you to 2499. All right, let's see what we do. All right, making sure that people aren't messaging me. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see, Alan, if you can give us your campaign as well.
Oh yeah, let me throw it in there.
All right, you already did that. Look at that. Look at you. You're a professional. Kevin, there are some comics to buy. I'm going to share out the link right now. I did not do that yet to everyone who needs it because I know people are waiting to buy. Guys, this isn't fucking rocket science here, right? You click the link and you spend your money. It's not hard. I don't need to explain it. Like you just back it now, and then if you back it now, I don't have to yell later. Yep. And we could give you strategies on how to do better at making your comics.
And the book is finished. They're just doing lettering, and then the book is done. So,
see, Tom didn't mess around.
Ready to go.
So you're gonna get your book. Is this a series or just a one shot?
It's a series. It's going to be 3 issues.
Okay.
Yep. We'll do the second one sometime in the spring, and then the third one like summer to fall.
Give me a second. I thought I was on my Facebook, but I don't see it. All right, I found it. Give me a second. All right. Share out that link everywhere it needs to go. All right. All right, next up, we're going to go to Todd. Todd, tell us about Luke. I did a comic book with Luke. Is it the same guy?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Luke is kind of my reimagining of fairies and vampires, with Luke as the main character, college graduate. He's part of the greater universe I've created with Ice Pick and Annabelle, where those were other successful Kickstarters. And this is really his story. So he finds out in the pages of Annabelle, which is not required for this, but he finds out he's descendant of witches. So he's kind of like the comedic relief. He goes to Salem, like, well, obviously I should go there, right? Because he's just not that smart. Ends up running into a hive of vampires and meets a fairy named Rose, who knows all the things that are going on. Vampires are trying to hunt him, take him, keep him for kind of a blood bank. And Rose are the fairies. They're the ones that protect all the magical kind of creatures in the world. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse story. It's vampires are hunting Luke. He doesn't know why. And it's all part of the greater universe. Ice Pick and Annabelle actually show up in issue 3. This book is black and white, old school horror. Christian did a great job at the art. Nick Capone did a variant cover. So yeah, it's just, it's a fun kind of old school black and white horror book. And then I did that cover.
Yeah, it looks good. And this is the second issue?
Yeah, second issue. I got 2 more to go. We're about a third of the way through the third issue. This one's completely finished, ready to go to the printer once it hopefully will get funded. We got about a week left, so yeah. We're kind of cutting it close. But
how long have you been live?
About 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I typically go like a little bit, just for me, like I'm a one-man show for the most part, besides cover artists, and typically like a interior artist. But yeah, I mean, it's just me. So I keep my goal kind of low and, go from there.
And I assume we can get both 1 and 2 on here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a catch up. I think it's like $15 or something. It's issues 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. $15. Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
and I will in December. So he's like, you got to be done, right?
Oh, it's 100% done. I just wrapped up the letters like yesterday. So once it gets funded, hopefully we'll send it off to the printer, and within like 2 weeks I get my books and I ship it out within a week or so. So it's a really quick turnaround.
Nice. That's nice. So yeah, you don't have to wait, which is great. You can get, this could be a good Christmas gift if you know someone who likes horror,
Yeah.
So she just missed the boob, huh? Right here.
Just missed it. Yeah.
Just missed it.
That was a kind of a homage to a John Stintsman cover that Nick put together.
Okay. Nice. That's nice. All right. And your writer, and Kristen Navarro does the art. Okay.
Yeah, I do all the writing. For Ice Pick, which was the first book I did all myself, the art, writing, colors, lettering, all that good stuff. For Annabelle, which is kind of like the second story in the trilogy, Luke is is the third story here, and they basically tell the origin stories of each character. So that's kind of how I these three characters, you're getting everything from them. And then after this, there's other stories planned that'll be like one shots.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's try to get you some more money. Come on, we got to get you at least one bumper tonight. We're
nice.
So close to funded. I'd like to get you funded, but let's at least get you something. All right, we're gonna get you to. You're at 110 right now. $355. We're gonna get you at least one to get you to 365, if not more than 375. Let's see what we can do. We'll yell at some people, guys. It's not hard. Just give him money. It's $15 for 2 issues. It's not a difficult process. It's vampire black and white. Like, you probably already have something like that in your collection. Get one that has Luke on the title, that you met the guy. Look, Todd's right here. He hates Aliens Earth and Romulus.
Yeah.
If you also hate that, you may like this book.
Well, and my vampires don't sparkle. So, I mean, that's another plus.
Right. Which is weird that you have fairies in there with no sparkling, because that's a weird take, but
yeah, the fairies can sparkle. The vampires, no. There's no room for that.
Isn't that how true? I never fully finished it, but right? Didn't we find out the True Blood? She was a fairy the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blacked the ending out.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. I remember really liking Bill and thinking I was not gonna like Bill when you saw the previews, because I remember like the cool vampire. That's all I remember of that show. I was like, oh, I like this vampire. I didn't expect that. I'll give it like 3 more episodes. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You liked him for a while, and then you didn't like him anyway. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's rough. But, all right. So I shared that out, guys. Back it
Thanks.
so I don't have to yell at people. It's very simple to back things and don't get yelled at. No one wants to get yelled at. All right. Let's see what else we got here. We've got Finish Line. We've got Ed. With this is series 3, right?
Yeah, this is.
Finish Line Comics on series 3 here. Let's see what Finish Line Comics has to offer today with Floaters. What are we doing here?
All right, so Floaters is a story that imagines if the eye floaters that a huge amount of people develop, what if they were actually parasites that invaded your mind, corrupted it, and made you a complete homicidal monster. So our protagonist develops these floaters, and we see kind of his life get ruined by these floaters that are there. And this is the story I tell people. It's partially autobiographical because a lot of the procedures he goes through, I had to go through with multiple doctors and many eye surgeries and getting floaters removed. But when I was sitting in these hospital waiting rooms, hours upon hours, I decided, I told the nurse, please just bring me some paper and a pen. And I wrote the entire first draft of the script while I was stuck in waiting rooms.
Nice.
And I wrote it as a one shot, but Dan tells me I gotta revisit this eventually. So
Dan just wants work. He's lying to you. He just don't trust Dan. As someone who uses Dan for a lot of stuff. Oh, I like this page a lot.
I love the art, like the eye imagery with all the different like pupils in it and stuff. But I wanted to ask, because I was reading up on this the other day, what exactly are floaters for those of us that don't exactly know?
It's an accumulation of vitreous fluid that gathers in the eye, and it causes these strange shapes to just kind of hover around your visual field. They just kind of move around and around, and that's why they call them floaters, because when I first developed them, it was only 3 or 4. They were very tiny, like gnats, and I thought they were gnats. So they would just kind of move around, and it felt like gnats buzzing around your head. And then I woke up one day, went outside, and it was about 40% of my visual field was completely filled with these floaters. And that's when I immediately rushed to an emergency room and had to get the beginning of the surgeries with the laser surgeries that led to actually them having to cut through the eye and remove the vitreous fluid completely. So it was a messy thing. And yeah, they poke and prod you a lot. This Q-tip test, I put that in there, and Dan was saying, that can't be real. I'm like, yep. And I had it 4 times in one day.
Yeah, I love this. It's got a really nice creep factor to it. I thought it was kind of like Cronenberg. Yeah. It's cool.
This is actually, this is my favorite William Russell cover, I think. I really like this like mask thing. It's nice.
Yeah, these faces come out of their eyes. They're the floater faces that start to control them. So we see different characters, and it's all kind of, it ends up being centered on this homeless woman who, she's the one that starts everything, and she really did attack me when I was leaving the hospital that day. So as I'm walking out, the woman grabs me by the shoulder, says, "You're not real, you know this." It's like, damn, this story is writing itself.
And that woman is now your wife.
Yeah. She found, I mean, it's good. She knew I wasn't real. How can you not marry someone like that?
Is this connected to the Immortal universe?
This one is the first one that has no connection to Immortal Era. It was, when I wrote it, like I said, it was just intended to be a one shot that was just kind of dealing with all the anxiety I was sitting there with, because my brother went completely blind. So whenever eye shit starts happening, it's just a panic in the whole family. So just trying to process it. And I did, when there's a section where we see the character looking at a computer, and I had thought, okay, I could just do a tiny little nod to connect it to Immortal Era. But then I'm thinking, then if I continue it, I have to continue finding ways to map and connect it to 2 other stories. So this one exists in its own world.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this looks great. Dan Smith, it's always good. I'm sure he's already completed the issue, I assume.
Yeah, everything's done. We're just gonna do the lettering. That'll probably be next week. I just have to go through and do one last sweep, have my editor make sure that there's the grammar and punctuation are all clean. And I'm crossing my fingers that Comics Wellspring will do one of their crazy Black Friday deals. They've done 25% off. So my hope is that they'll do one and I can order it for Black Friday. I mean, I'd love to say it'll be ready by Christmas, but they've been known to be slow. So I'll get it to people as fast as they get it to me.
Right. And shipping is slow around Christmas time too. So it's hard to make that Christmas.
Yeah, I put January because I know that I can pull off. If I get it faster, then I will blast it out. With that, I have the 3 weeks off in Christmas. So I'm hoping to get it to people at Christmas break for sure. But it all depends on when books get in my hand.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's write this down. Floaters. And I see that Dan is in the chat. He said some stuff. He said, love the original idea for Floater. Hey, Dan. I'm very upset that you're cheating on me, but that's fine. If you want to work with somebody else, I guess that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, he letters all my other books. So it was one of these things when I had I wrote the draft in the hospital and I sent Dan a message. I said, okay, I have a book that's just right up your alley with your sensibilities for kind of ghoulish craziness. And he was in as soon as I said that. It took me several months to get it from there to actually being a working script because I had to find ways to incorporate all the madness that was really happening and make it relevant to the plot. That's why the naked streaker didn't make the book because I could not figure out how to get him in there. But as I'm sitting in the waiting room, this is probably hour 6 or 7. This dude just bolts out buck naked. He's like, you can't keep me here. I'm not your prisoner. They're like, sir, do you want your clothes? I don't need them. And he bolts out. It's like, man, today is a day.
You did pick
Where
up
do you
my clothes
live
from
in
me, right?
California? I'm a little concerned about your area that you live in.
Oh, this hospital, if you look the Yelp of it, it's a 1.5 star hospital, but it was the only one that had the machine to perform the procedure that needed to be done. So I went to the one in a nice area, and the doctor looks, he goes, yeah, you're pretty much fucked. You need to go to this hospital. He goes, I had the same exact thing happen. He goes, you're not going to love the next 48 hours. And he was right. But then they sent me to this hospital and like, man, that's where Attacked by the Homeless Woman. That's where streaker dudes running around. It's like, man, you took me from my nice cushy place to the ghetto.
Is it? I'm just guessing that this is where they always take that one. Everyone's drugged out at one area in California. That Fox News takes that picture. Is that where you went?
I think so. This is definitely the Fox News picture hospital.
Right. They're all standing up front. Everyone's high and like,
the homeless woman and the naked dude. They were definitely on some shit. And that's where Fox was like, see, California's full of just deviants. This is where they all live. So yeah, it was at that hospital, and that's a great place to spend 17 hours.
I mean, they're not wrong. I just would like to see more of the Kardashian deviants, not the like high strung out.
not the ones, not the streaking hospital nude dudes. Yeah, I've seen enough of them myself, and I had dilated eyes, so I couldn't see them that well, but I saw enough to know I had seen too much.
Understand? True that. All right, so I got floaters. You were at 1,266.51. We're going to try to get you 1,286 at 52 backers. All right, next up, we've got returning guests, Fred, who, from what I hear all day, that he is so close to funding. Maybe he's funded now. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Close, I think. Yeah, I think I'm becoming a little annoying with that. I'm going to have to stop with the so close. But
right. Yes, but well, it's only bad when you never get there, right? You've been so close for like 14 weeks. 14 weeks. And then some people are like, we're so close, and you go to their campaign, they're like at $72 out of 50 out of like 10,000. You're like,
I think I started the so close after my second pledge. So
the naked streaker needs to be at every.
Yeah, makes your hospital stay more entertaining, if nothing else.
Right. So, all right, tell us about Fisticuffs book 1, 2, and 3 of 6.
Yes. So Fisticuffs is about a functional drunk whose comfortable life derails when a one-night stand has deadly consequences. It is a 6-issue miniseries. Like Travis said, we have books 1, 2, and 3 here today. 4, 5, and 6 are drawn and completed. They're being colored now, so yeah, we anticipate a pretty smooth release over the course of 2026 to finish the series. It's written by me, drawn by the great Stan Yak, colors by Robert Nugent and Timothy C. Brown, letters by Dave Sharp, and we have a fantastic variant cover there by Kiss Kiss, and Nay Rafino does the colors on that. Let's see. We have all kinds of reward tiers. We have also that limited edition cover right there. It will only be available for the duration of the Kickstarter campaign. Once this is done, I'm going to vault it and not print anymore. So for anybody that enjoys, the collectability aspect of comics, we've got that for you. And we offer remarks by Kiss Kiss that have been they've been quite popular. So if you would like a one-of-a-kind sketch, we have that available as well. As you can see there, we have the T-shirts modeled by Lori Foster. We have, what do we call it? I believe 12 days left to go. We are, I believe, $58 away from funding. Not that I've been counting or anything. So if any of, right, so close. Shit, I'm never saying that again. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Shit. So yes, for fans of like The Boys and Preacher and that type of story, it is a deeply personal story, but with a vulgar, violent slant. And yeah, back so I can stop annoying people about how close we are.
Right. Yeah, but we've all backed Kickstarters for once or after that. Now we're talking about stretch goal plans. It's just.
Thank you for bringing that up, Travis. Yes, we do have stretch goal plans. And if we hit $3,000, we are going to release a 10-page preview of the next project that Sam and I are doing together called Metroidvania Black. It is a dark fantasy in the vein of stories like Hollow Knight and Blasphemous, that type of Metroidvania dark fantasy. So we have that coming out also in 2026. And if we hit that $3,000 goal, we're going to unleash a 10-page PDF preview for all backers.
Nice. All right. You were at 1,142. I'm going to see if we can get you at least one backer, get you 2,164, so you can continue to say, I'm not quite there yet. But, if anybody wants to give this poor guy $58, he's not going to complain. I
would be very grateful. Very grateful.
So we're going to share that out for those people. I mean, it's got Robert, and it's got the Spawn colorist in there, so that's not cheap. Staniak's not cheap. I mean, this man needs his money to make this book. So show some love to the greats. All right. See what we can get out there. Send that out to people. All right. So now you clicky on the links and you give her the money. It's not a hard thing. Again, your family didn't want Christmas presents anyways. I'm going to be honest. So buy yourself something. They were dicks to you all year. They were. Stop pretending. Buy yourself something nice. Next up, we got Alan. Alan is very confused. He still thinks it's Halloween. I'm not sure why.
We opened this up before Halloween.
Right.
And it's never a bad time for monsters and supernatural stuff, in my opinion, anyway. So, and look, the background is still a pumpkin and skulls and stuff. So, I'm cool with that. It's all right with me.
Is that a new project image?
I'm sorry?
Is that a new project image, or is that the same one from last week?
No, that's the same one. I was actually thinking about changing it. Somebody suggested I might change it before I started, and I was like, I didn't have the chance. And I'm like, I don't want to change a horse midstream. That's like the image that people are seeing. And I'm like, if I'm sending them there and they've seen the links out there already, and I change this image, it's going to confuse people. And I'm like, nah, we'll leave it alone. This is
actually a lot of times the opposite. They say to change it because someone may look at it a different way.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I have a couple of covers that are, a couple of different things that are a little bit more You know, like if you go to the third cover on that list down there, somebody was saying to use that one, and I was like, well, that's one possibility. I got a couple other cool things. The fourth one, actually, that one, you know, and I'm like, well, I could put that one up there. I've got a couple of things I can show you, but they're not in.
You know, people like boobs, from what I understand.
People like a little bit of skin, yeah. And I'm like, well, we do have the Hallowitch, but you know, I've got a couple other shots of her that would be pretty nice. I can show them to you, but they're not in the campaign. I'm going to throw them in there because we are going to use them if we get to stretch goals. Talking about stretch goals, we've got some extra stuff that we want to share on stretch goals. But it's not in there yet because we got to get to goal first. And I'm like going, I don't know that this is anything like, I don't know anymore, like when to panic. And I'm like, do we start to panic? It's like 2 weeks in, and I'm like kind of like in the doldrums, you know?
Right.
And I still have, you know, like 1,400 to go. And I'm like going, you know, the first time we did this, people loved the project. We got there. There wasn't as much competition going on. There wasn't as much economical concern. I mean, it was kind of a little bit better time when we did the first one. This is the second of 2 parts, and this is going to roll into the Twilight Order, which I can show you a picture of. I would love to show you the picture, but it's not in there yet. But I'm going to put it in there, and it's basically they're going to continue on, and do more things where they're facing basically really weird stuff. I like throw weird stuff in. I mean,
well, why don't you tell us about what this one is? I don't think you know, for anybody who's looking, they may not know what this book is. Tell them.
All right, so in Infinite Souls 1, which we have 1 and 2 here in this, in the first book we have Saint Samhain. Now this book is a conglomerate of characters from 10 different guys. 10 different creators have put characters together into this book. And Saint Samhain, who is our big bad, is a Roy Johnson character who's essentially a former lieutenant of death, and he gets a hold of the like our primary hero, which is Dr. Spectral, who is a Rodney Lockett character, and Dr. Spectral is the keeper of the Voynich manuscript, which is a real thing, but nobody knows what it is, but they assume it's mystical. So in Dr. Spectral's storyline, he's got this book, and it is powerful. It's a powerful tome, and he's keeping it. Now, in an alternate reality, Saint Samhain gets a hold of a Dr. Spectral and basically de-Voynich manuscripts him, and finds this secret thing that he can do, which is to gather the parts of something called the pentagram stone, which are scattered throughout various realities. And if he gathers them together and presents them and casts a spell on Halloween, when the veil is thinnest, he can open up and release the souls of the dead, not just in one reality, but in multiple realities. So you're talking about infinite souls at his command. It's kind of like a massive release of the undead. That's just devastating. So the first book is kind of one of those old fashioned, you know, if you go back to like the 7 Soldiers of Victory, you know, in the Justice League, back when they had to go and like different heroes had to go and they had to go to a different location and find someone or something. And you had several different of those things going on. Well, that's kind of the first one, but you've got like a villain and a hero going to each location trying to get a piece of this pentagram stone. And, you know, the heroes are trying to keep it from falling into St. Samhain's hands. The villains are trying to bring it back to him. And it's just, you know, it's just kind of like all kind of hell breaking loose. And we had quite a bit of, we had a few cameo characters that popped in and made the story very interesting. So we do have some cameos in this campaign. Also, we do cameo stuff. We even have a cameo cover. We did a cameo cover before. And the second issue is, of course, the continuation of that story and the conclusion of that story. It's how are they going to shut this down? How are they going to shut him down with
your cameo of your character in the book is only $87 too. It's super affordable. So
Right. And I did only put a few in there. I can actually open that up to some more, I think, if we had enough demand for the cameos. We did before. We wound up with like I don't know, what did we have, like 10 cameos in the first book or something, maybe even more. And I know we had six cameos on the cover, on the cameo cover. We also have the trading cards, which we did. So I got Dale Yotto. Dale Yotto does this great character. Her name is Seance, and we brought her in at the very end of the first book, and you see her at the very beginning of this book, and she's going to be in here. And Dale does this just beautiful, beautiful art. He did these wonderful pieces of art. There, he just went past him. He's actually offering commissions in there. That's Seance, the green one right there, and she's in the book. But he did this beautiful set of the characters with beautiful backgrounds of all of them. He just did them for us. And I'm like, we got to do something with that. So we're like, trading cards. We can do these neat little trading cards. So I'm like, that would be really cool. And I started talking to guys about that. And I talked to Vince White, who's doing these indie deck cards. And he's like, I'm trying to get everybody to do these, And I'm like, well, we could do a special set with you and work with you. And he gave me the way to do the stats for him, which is what you've got on the back, and make it work. Right. And I'm like, that's cool. We'll do that. And so we're going to use Dale's art, and we're going to put the stats on there. So it's like one of these cards in this indie deck. But basically it's a trading card, but you're going to have the beautiful art. Now, what we haven't decided yet is whether we're going to do the art with the background on the front of the trading card or just the character. And then one of the stretch goals is going to be a PDF that everyone can get with all of the art that Dale did, all of the beautiful pieces. There's we show a few of them, but he did like the whole set, and they're gorgeous. And there's even a special extra thing that he did, and we're going to put that in there. There's some early versions. All these guys created these fascinating characters, and there's like these really neat early versions and backgrounds on these characters. So we're going to kind of put all that together in a PDF and do kind of a behind the scenes look, and you'll be able to get some different looks on different takes on some of these characters as well.
That's cool. That's cool. And I saw that one of the options is a cover cameo. Is that so? Do you get in the book or just on the cover for that particular one? For the cover cameo, that's just for the cover. Okay. But you can do both. Now there's a way to jigger this, and you have to use add-ons. And I'm trying to figure out how to explain that properly and do an update so I can explain it, because it's not as easy as I thought. Right. It's like, oh, okay, all right. Like if you want to do two things, I didn't put them in a reward, together, because it's like you got to limit these because you can't do unlimited for some of the stuff. So I'm like, how am I going to do one of these things? I already had to do I'm going to open up an add-on with a limit of one for one guy so he could grab it when I did it. And I'm like, that's cool. That worked. He got it. It worked out. So I'm like, I can do that. If we have to do something like that, I'll do that for somebody. They want to just message me and we'll work it out. But in the meantime, I'm going to figure out how to tell people to go back and if you want to do add-ons, we've got those gorgeous commissions. 4 different guys volunteered to do commissions for us. And each of them has an amazing command of a variety of styles. And, and then they can just do wonderful stuff. And Sasipta Rudy, you'll see a lot of stuff. He's working on the book for me. And his stuff is great. And a couple of these guys are guys I did not know before, but their stuff is stellar. You look at Floor, and this guy, I think he's pretty young. Mike Spagnola, who's one of our guys. That's Mike's character, Grimstone right there. Yeah. But he brought him to us, and it was like, wow, this guy's got some great stuff started. I'm like, I love picking up new art. I love finding new artists. That's one of my favorite things. And it's it can be kind of a little bit of a challenge sometimes. You grab a guy and you don't know, he's not necessarily tested, but you look at his art and you go, this is gorgeous. I'm going to give him a shot. And I've had guys that I hadn't seen doing things before. I like that. I like grabbing guys that haven't done a lot of stuff. And it's like, I like their stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to use them. I'm going to give them work, and I will. And it's mostly done very well. A lot of these guys, I'll give them their first job in indie comics. And the next thing I know, they're working for Star Wars, or a bunch of other indie guys, some of my guys that I've used. The first book of Infinite Souls, it started out, a guy I had met at a con in Dublin. I happened to be in Dublin, and they happened to have their Comic-Con going on. And I met the guy that did this cover right here, Reese Hannigan. And I just met the guy. He's just a kid.
And I was like, I loved his art. And so we kept in touch. And then when I started doing this book, I asked him, would you be interested in this book? And he's like, yeah, I'll give it a whirl, So he started doing it, and he did this cover was like amazing. And then he just did, he did a few pages, and then he started to kind of like slow down. I'm like, is this okay? Everything. And he's like, he thought it was like a little too heavy, too dark for him. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm not gonna. Far be it from me to push someone into something that's making them feel uncomfortable or bad in some way. So I'm like, okay, we'll replace you. Now Reese is working on one of the Star Wars books for is it Dark Horse that's doing them?
Nice.
Yeah, he's gone on to that. And that's happened to me with a few of the guys that I've started out with. It's like I'm like, I don't mind that. I'm like, I'm fine with grabbing guys with early and then just having them show up someplace and do more. I love it.
Yeah, well, I got you out there. We put you down. You're at 57. You're at 2,620 with 57 backers. We're going to try to get you to 58, just like our boy Fred. You guys are in the same spot when it comes to that. And we'll send the link out, guys. You know what to do. You got to click on the link. You got to back it. Give him some money. And then we have one more to go. And then we will go through everybody and see if we got to start doing some yelling. Tom, do you think we're going to have to yell tonight? I think we're going to have to yell tonight. I feel it in my bones.
That's all I'm here for is the yelling.
That's all you're here for.
I didn't see him much yelling last week. I'm like, I'm a little afraid.
There's not enough people here to yell.
What am I in for?
You'll see. You'll see. So I have a book live because that's the only reason why I would do any of these, because I'm selfish. I'm selfish. I'm known across the indie sphere of being very selfish. So I only do these lives when I'm live because, I don't want to do a fucking podcast. I write comics. I don't understand how I have to explain it. In fact, I think I need to explain that. I don't have a podcast. Stop sending your friends to me. Go, hey, Travis, will you do a one-on-one interview? I don't want to do a one-on-one interview with anybody. I have no interest in doing that. But if I'm live and I can help you out, I'm going to help you out because that's what I do.
So you're not Diane Sawyer, right?
Correct. I am not Diane Sawyer. I have no interest in finding what issue of G.I. Joe inspired you to change your life. I have no interest, Catching the Beast, how are you? What's up, guys? How are you? Good, sir.
It was the issue where the Sky Striker and the Rattler fight and there's no words. It's that issue.
Issue 21.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was
Snake Eyes issue.
Did you ever see? Like, I never read a lot of G.I. Joe, but the end of it was Transformers. They changed. Yeah. There was like Generation 2, and like they made Megatron into a tank, which made me so happy because he wasn't a stupid gun that somebody had to hold, because that never made sense to me even as a child. Like, why is the leader need someone else to shoot him? I don't understand.
Well, that's why they changed it in the cartoon, right? In the movie, he's like a standalone gun, so he can shoot himself.
Right. It just doesn't like the whole thing. I don't understand. I got to get my next kick going so I can hang out. Yeah, absolutely. Next time you get a Kickstarter, absolutely come hang out with us. Speaking of Kickstarters that are live, I got one. This is called Reroll. We are in our last 25 hours. We are so close to funding, as Fred would say. We are going to get there. I have no concerns. Reroll is about Sega. Sega, that is a name of a person, not a video game system from the 90s and 80s. He is addicted to role-playing games. He plays, Shadowrun, Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, Cyberpunk, Call of Cthulhu, Dungeons and Dragons, all that stuff. He is so addicted that he goes into a past life experiment, and the past life experiment malfunctions, and all of these characters come to life. So he has to face all of these characters. The problem is he is not a great gamer. He's an asshole. He's a power gamer, and he treats his friends like shit. So all these characters are now alive, and they're doing things. For example, this barbarian right here kind of looks like a little He-Man character. He sleeps with his mom because that's what he did when he was playing the character. The character would bang anything that it met. So that is what we're talking about. Reroll is a kind of a this book used to be titled Too Much PC, and it was too many player characters and too much political correctness. So it's about growing up and realizing that, you probably shouldn't be shitty to your friends and trying to play a game. But also, having a lot of fun and showing my love of role-playing games and stories. And making a fun comedy adventure comic book because I hadn't done that before. And as you see, I've made a lot of other comics over the years. Got a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's my book. It could also use some money, if that's something you're into, giving money to role-playing books. Already backed. I hope World 2 gets a blank edition. This has a blank in sketching. If you really want one, we can do it. I'm printing blanks, so if you want something, we can figure it out. Dude, how the heck is it only a 3K? I have no idea, man. It's just the world right now. Good evening, Mike. How are you? I'm not familiar with Mike's got a Kermit the Frog thing, so I like him. But we're going to share this out and get some backers, like I said. Not worried about it funding. But yeah, there's some blanks. Just let me know. We'll figure it out. I can add them as an add-on if you'd like, sketch. But yeah, we're printing. I always print blanks for issue 1. I just don't always sell them on the campaign because I don't. It's just yeah, I can add it to the kick. Just wait till after the show. So when I log off, I'll do it real quick. Because it's hard to do that while live because then people can see your back end and Kickstarter hates that. By the way, Kickstarter strike is over. So that's congrats, guys. I hope you all did your part. So it's good to see. All right. Post that around. Guaranteed 1 or 2 for me. Oh, cool. Yeah, sketch. Just check either in the morning or, about a half hour after I'm done. I'll do it real quick and add them. But what am I at right now? The Kickstarter strike. They were promised a 4-day work week, and they did not get it. They were promised more pay. They didn't get it. Typical strike stuff. We've got Mike's here. I'm good. Travis, lunchtime here in Atlanta and working on a few pages for 2 Gargoyles comics. Well, congrats. I don't know who 2 Gargoyles are, but I'm sure it's a great company and they do cool stuff. Anybody know who 2 Gargoyles are?
No.
Maybe the Gargoyles series. I don't know if that's because I think Disney does that.
There's more than 2 Gargoyles in that team, Ed. I know we're old.
No,
Yeah.
maybe like 2 different ones. I don't know.
That's how I read it too, but
Like 2
I only
different
know one
Gargoyles.
gargoyle.
Oh, okay. You're saying I'm working on pages for 2 Gargoyles. Okay, so 2 different ones.
Yeah, like 2 issues.
Clarify for us, Mike. Oh, so I feel that.
No, it's 2 Gargoyles. It's a company.
Okay. Then
Okay.
I was wrong.
I thank you, whoever backed, but I didn't write it down on my paper, so I don't get credit for it. That's not the way these things work. So now someone's gonna have to give me money again. God, you guys are selfish. Or that email for 24 hours went out and somebody back. One of the two. All right, we're gonna get myself.
Mike, I'm going to have to ask you to buy me lunch because it's 2gargs.com. There's your little pimp out, Mike, for your comics. 2gargs.com. We'll give you to the 2 Gargoyles comics site. There it is. There it is.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna have to check this out. 2gargs.com. Can you PM me that because you can't grab it out of the thing? I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's see.
It's
Let's
easy.
see what.
It's easy.
Let's see what this is. I'm curious now. You've got me.
You had me at gargoyles.
But 2 Gargoyles. Now, do they like? Is this like a Pat Chan book? Do they make love? Like, what's going on?
No, this is a company that has a whole bunch of comics, a whole bunch of different stuff.
But mostly about gargoyles.
I would not say that is true. There appears to be one that looks like
Right.
there's a gargoyle for sure.
Okay. And there's wings. Wings tend to be good. They're in the wings.
Yeah.
All right. They have remembered they're Canadian. No, let's not hold that against them. It's not their fault. All right. A lot of stuff going on here. Very cool. Well, so which one are you working on? Are you working on Coven? What book are you working on here, Mike? So, all right, look at that. Coven Cove looks like they've got a few different books. You guys can all see that? Oh, you guys can't see a thing, can you? Oh, you can.
I can see it. Yeah.
We see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
All right. So now we know who they are. Go ahead and I'll give them a like here, and now I'll learn more about them. I'll follow them. See, it's that easy, guys. All right, but
Go
That's
ahead.
all
Tell
we're-
me being live on Facebook doesn't matter. You just watched it matter. Just happened.
right.
We all now know what Two Gargoyles Comics is. They just got
Yeah.
a like.
Right.
This is what we're here for.
And most of the time when you're live on Facebook, like that's where I get most of my money. I did the cover and pages for a character design for Agents of Paw. Okay. I assume Agents of Paw is standing for puppies, alligators, and wendigos, right? Which I'm excited. I've read about that book. Good stuff. Actually, can we fucking still talk about? Hold on. What is that? What is that book called? I didn't get to rant about this with Tom.
What?
Tom-
What are we ranting about?
Hold on. I'm gonna rant in a minute. I gotta find it. I can't even remember. This
I like,
this
I
book
like
is
a
so
rant. I'm not
relevant.
prepared though. What's happening?
This book is so SWAT cats.
Okay. Yes. What
How
are we
the
ranting
fuck is
about?
that? How does this book have so much money? Nobody's
Because it's a 90s nostalgia book.
but it had one season with less than 20 episodes.
I understand. I understand. Yes.
Right, like I get like the 90s nostalgia, like I get it, but like it's like what is happening here? Look,
Is there
What's it up to now?
Is there anybody attached to it that's like a name as well? Do you know
no,
what I mean?
Kevin wrote a titty. He did some stuff. The artist is decent too. Who's the artist?
Well, who's all these videos that they have?
Those are
posted?
the SWAT cats. Those are the voice actors.
Oh, well, see, that's how they're doing it. This is, dude, have you been to a Comic-Con in the last few years?
I have.
Like,
Yeah,
that's all that's there is freaking voice actors,
Voice
you know,
actors.
talking
Yeah.
about stuff. So people just love that stuff. They love animation. They love the 90s throwback. They love that the voice actors are involved. There's endless merch, you know, like it's this. Now, listen, it's still a lot. Like that's a lot for
Yeah.
this thing. That's a lot. But that doesn't really surprise me for the world that we're in. That is almost, you know, requires nostalgia to sell anything nowadays.
Yeah.
and this is what you wanted to show earlier, Alan. This is your.
Yeah, I was just typing typing you a note about that. That was the image that I was like, I wanted to show you guys that
Oh,
we
that's
did for.
cool.
That's where Infinite Souls is going, is into the Twilight Order. Now, if you recognize what that image is patterned after,
Yeah, it's a Watchmen.
yeah, totally. But you see
Nice.
like the little demon killer one. But yeah, that's the guys that are going to be in Twilight Orders. These guys
Nice.
come and roll out Infinite Souls. I meant to show that to you because it's like I haven't thrown that down yet. But
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, I'm just so impressed. I mean, I know, like Keanu Reeves is here. It makes sense that you have money, but like SWAT's Cat had one season, and like I am pretty positive. Like and a lot of those actors, I admit, they're big. They've all done Turtles or something. Like so, they've.
That's where it's all coming from. It's not that it's SWAT cats per se. It's
Right.
that those guys are pimping it, and they're attached to other things that people know, and it's dragging people in. It's like if you were to get a J. Scott Campbell cover, you would drag the J. Scott Campbell people to your campaign because they're like, oh, well, I like what he does. Show me what this is.
Mike, I see your Ages of Paw, but it's hard to share DMs like big in the chat. So. All right, so let's go over everybody. See if everybody made money. Let people go to bed if they want to go to bed. Some people have jobs in the morning. I don't know if any of them. Tom and Todd have to like hang out after and bitch about aliens and Predator.
Yell about
yeah.
me.
Happy to.
Like I said, that's what I'm here for.
I could talk movies and music all night.
Right. So like, you know, we've got shit to do, guys. So we gotta wrap this up here. You know, I actually you ever have one of those good writing days? I had one of those and I was like, I don't want to do a show because I'm having a good writing day. So like we're all in those things.
good writing days are good.
Yes.
Good writing day. I like a good writing day. I'm a big fan of a good writing day. So let's see where everybody's at. Tom, we're gonna go back to you. Again, I'm very confused. Apparently, people hire you to write because I hired you to write something.
Oh, there's no money in my PayPal that says from you. There's money
From
me.
them, or you got to give the money. I get it. Get it. I get these fat cat dread people.
That's right. That's right. I need a PayPal payment and a McDonald's coupon, and we'll be fine.
Right. I hear you.
A voucher.
So, all right, we've got Planet Nine. Look, it's going up as we're talking. Like I saw it, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
When we started this, Tom, Planet 39 was at 2,476, 102 backers. You have gotten 4 backers tonight, all because of me. There's no possible way
Obviously.
that anybody else got it from any other way.
There was definitely nobody else messaging me elsewhere telling me that they were backing. It's all you, Travis. All you, Travis.
Exactly.
I'm giving you all the credit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There you
It's
go.
very
There you go.
important that everyone knows Travis needs his weekly shouting anger therapy. That's correct.
I think we all do.
We gotta share this out again to tell people about it. But I can mark you off my effing list, which is
Absolutely, yes. No, thank you to everybody who jumped in, and this is the third company that I've worked for outside of Big Dog Inc. So the fact that it's going well, I'm super happy about it, and I think you guys are going to like the book.
Again, Orange Cone wanted you to do a King Kong. I'm just saying. All right. Tell us about it, though.
Oh, we're talking about it again? Yeah. Plan 39 from Outer Space, or you could just rewind to the beginning of the show. Plan 39 from Outer Space, guys. It's a sequel to Plan 9 from Outer Space, the classic Ed Wood terrible movie. It is basically, it's the 80s. It's the height of the Cold War.
Awesome. Frozen.
He got excited. It's a height of the cold, and then we lost. And then I grabbed my beer.
Throw a big old monkey wrench in the plan. What?
You cut out the entire time and just came back on the end.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
You stopped at height of the cold, and I assume
height of the cold beer.
Yes.
You froze on cold.
Height of the Cold War. Our lead character comes to Earth for a little reconnaissance and comes across something that she believes may throw a big old monkey wrench in the plan, which is, of course, Plan 39. And that's what kicks this whole thing off. Filled with 80s nostalgia and Easter eggs and all kinds of fun. Great art. And this will be a 3-issue series, potentially 4. They've talked about like having me expand it, but I told them, like, I think this is 3, guys. Maybe we do a little extra sized 3rd issue. I don't really want to stretch it if it's not there. So count on 3. So it'll be next spring will be issue 2. And in the summertime, we'll do issue 3.
And guys, it's very important to know that if you hire Tom, it costs extra for his picture in the profile.
That's right.
I want to make sure everyone's aware of that. He does not do appearances for free.
That's correct. That's correct.
So that's what you need to know. So, all right. What I love about Tom is him and I got him to go to Baltimore because he found out there's some tables, so he last minute went to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And Tom and I were both supposed to be at our tables, and we were going through long boxes, just looking at each other.
Yes.
And we had a kinship that I don't get to share with a lot of comic people. So it's good because a lot of people are like folks doing their thing, but Tom and I know when it's slow or not. We're just looking for some good books, like regardless, we still love the craft. And
you gotta be in it. You got to be in it, and in it means you got to be going through those trade paperbacks and hardcovers and dollar boxes, and getting into it.
I went this year, by the way. Those so they did it. The sprinkling tactic for like dollar bins, where they sprinkle tactic. The trades were exact same as last year. They just sprinkled a few in, and I was really good, so I grabbed all those sprinkled in. So they were like literally that week trade releases. Like it was
Jesus.
I've
seen that happen with floppies. Like I was going through, it was Motor City a few years ago, and I was going through and I'm like, it's like, I don't know what it was, New Mutants or something. And I'm like, oh, that's like got magic on it. All right, let me take that. And then I went home and I was on somebody's podcast and they were all talking about what'd you get this week or whatever. I was like, oh, I was at a con. And, I just went through the dollar boxes, found some stuff I'd never seen before. And I showed it to them and they were like, that came out this week. and it was in dollar boxes already, and it literally come out on that
Wow.
Wednesday.
Wow.
Hi, Kyle. We have some books here. We have some people who are very close to funding, so maybe you can make some dreams come true sometimes. Kyle likes to make dreams come true. We just shared Plan 39. If you look at the just scroll up a little bit, you can look at that. We just talked about SWAT cats, which I don't understand. Don't give that any more money. I like Kevin, but it's got enough money.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Sorry, Kevin. Kevin's gonna be in my DM this morning. I heard you're talking shit. But we're talking about Luke next. Luke, when we left you earlier, you had 10 backers
Whoa.
at 355, and
Well,
you've got quite a few backers here. You got at least 4.
well, thank you to those 4 people, and that's all to Travis.
Thank you.
100%.
No, Todd's like, no, this is all.
I did nothing.
Nobody private messaged you. Nobody asked anything.
I'm here enjoying the conversation. Yeah, Luke is my reimagining of, fairies and vampires, if you like that kind of stuff. Luke is the main character. He just recently found out he's descendant of witches. So he's a witch, goes to Salem because where else do you go? And kind of runs into a vampire nest and a fairy named Rose who's trying to help him not get captured by the vampires. So it's it's my kind of throwback to, 70s, 80s, black and white horror. It's got a little bit of gore in it, a little bit of love and mystery, and even some witchcraft. And it's part of the greater world of Ice Pick and Annabelle that I've created. So those are the 3 main characters. They all are in this book, and this is basically his story. So
Nice.
yeah.
One of the things I would recommend, you got 7 days left, is I don't see a 1 and 2 catch-up tier PDF.
Yeah, I could add that.
I would add that. I would put that at probably put it at like the 8 mark. Give a little discount.
Sure.
That's what I would do, because I think you can get some people to do that. And what I would do also is I would message the $5 people and say, hey, if you don't have issue 1, go ahead and jump on and get both now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks. It's always like, for me being a newer guy, it's always trying to figure out like, where's my place and how to set up these rewards to entice people. Right. I mean, I believe in the stories as we all do. So it's just trying to find that place.
Yeah, I think we all get that. Kyle, the second I commented, the audio went down. That could be it. Again, I think it was just Tom, the world saying I needed a drink of my cold one. So he stopped at cold so I could grab a cold one.
Yeah.
But the world will never know. But let's mark off Luke. Luke has got his money. So Luke will not die hungry and alone.
2 for 2 tonight, Travis. No yelling.
Yeah, no yelling. 2 for 2. We're doing great. Things are good. Things are looking good for our hero. Next up, we have the weird eye shit that Ed has.
Weird eye shit.
Weird eye shit is a better title. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you. You can
That's
use
the
that.
alternate name for Alien Earth is Weird Eye Shit.
Yeah. They
star
stole
of the
it first.
show.
I had to change the name because weird
How-
eye shit.
How can you not like Goat Eye, guys? Like, how can you not like
That's
Goat
it.
Eye? Like,
That's the only thing good.
By the
about
way, that
show.
eyeball monster is in the Necronomicon from Evil Dead, so they just ripped it out of that.
Yes, they did.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
More hack stuff is my point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Sam Raimi hacks himself every movie that he does.
This is true. Yes. Yes. It's
So,
true.
if it's good enough for himself, like it's good enough for her. All right. So your weird eye shit is what's next.
Yes.
All right. You were at 1,266 with 51 backers. I promised you 1 backer to get you to 52. I promised you to go to 1,286. You're at 1,282. You clearly didn't charge enough for shipping, but that's fine. Tell us about it. Tell about your weird eye shit.
All right. So floaters is the story about how eye floaters, or the vitreous fluid that gathers in your eyes and generally accumulates with age, are not just innocent medical procedures. They are parasites that invade your mind, slowly driving you completely insane and causing you to harm anyone around you. So it focuses on one man's journey into madness, and will he be able to stop the floaters from destroying his life?
Nice, that's
And
nice.
spoiler alert, no one can stop the floaters from destroying their lives.
Motherfuck, really?
Yeah. It's definitely a grim tale, but it's my first kind of diving into pure horror. I mean, there's decapitated heads all over Immortal Era. If you want cut off heads, you get that, but we get that on page 2 of this book. So I dive right in with decapitated heads, and yeah, I guess you can see it in the preview. But yeah, it's a book that kind of like the Smile series, where there's no way you're going to get through it. It's gonna wreck you and move on, and that's what these floaters do. That's why it could potentially become a second issue with, just the floaters moving through and destroying another person. But we get this, and we kind of map the entire pathway, and that's one thing I love about Dan, is he wanted to say, okay, I want to know the entire path that these floaters take for this particular issue. So we see them where they start, where they end, and the story moves in a lot of different directions. It's not a straight line, but by the end, we know exactly how our main character got the floaters, and where they're going next, we have no clue.
Mm-hmm. That's good. All right, let's get that. Gambit, if you're watching, I literally just uploaded the old files that you sent me. Go fuck yourself sending me new files, because now I got to delete those old ones. And no one likes deleting old files for new files, because we'll always fuck it up. We just will. It's just the way the world works.
Why aren't you just overwriting the old file?
Because Trump is president and bad things have to happen, Tom.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. I mean, technically, I owe him like $4, but I think we'll make it work.
I think I'm good without that. I'll make.
And we can get, if people want to give him more money, though. We did have the link. That's why I talk about this shit again.
Yeah, and if you're scared of eye shit and you want to live through my pain, jump right in, because that's all you can do is live through the pain that I dealt with. Because so much is true. There's the character gets bit by a dog. I got bit by a dog the day I developed floaters. So yeah, it's too much reality in this book. So enjoy my pain and laugh at my expense. It's all good.
That's rough.
Back to physical rewards. I think it's mostly physical rewards. There should be physical rewards on that.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. We have 4 different covers, or I guess 3 different covers, a black and white one. So there is plenty of physical available.
Yeah, it's all physical, my friend. He just doesn't use the thing that like I do with the little icons and stuff, but it's all physical.
Yeah, the digitals have the PDF symbol next to them, so that's how you would know. But yeah, there's all the digitals. If it has the PDF picture, then you know you're getting the digital one. But yeah, we got plenty of physical for all your needs.
All right. Yeah, he backed floaters. That would get you to 53. So you're
we got it. We hit the number, the goal. And
Next
if you don't mind, Travis, I will need to bow out right now because I have dinner waiting in the other room. As
he
always.
literally has the best time zone for this thing. Like, it's still fucking daylight over there in California. And
No, daylight savings. We're dark at 5.
Yeah, right.
You guys are just camping. Like right now, like our kids are outside playing. Like
street lights are on.
Street lights came on. We're home by now.
Okay,
I don't see any, they're all. Besides, hold on.
If you can pull it up, we can show him where they are.
Yeah, we can do that. I want you to get physical. By the way, Kyle is a retailer, and you know,
I have a retail bundle I just added. So
okay.
Same today. I just added all mine as well.
Yeah, so the retail bundle. If you look at the side, that
so over here. So see the PDF symbol? That's the PDFs. And then
those are all physical now.
So what he's talking about is like you could add things with images. You always should. It makes it a little easier. But that's it. There's physicals there. All right, next up, fisticuff. But bye, Ed. You're too good
Bye.
for us, Ed.
Thank
Ed
you.
Davis.
Appreciate
Nice seeing
you.
you.
Nice seeing you.
Nice seeing you.
So fisticuffs was at 57 backers. It is now at 58. I promised you 2,164. You're at 2,166.
Job well done.
They were not there at first. Oh, weird. Okay. You still only need $40 to fund, right?
Yes.
$40.
Yes.
So you're right there. Tell us about fisticuffs and why we should back it.
Absolutely. Fisticuffs is about a functional drunk whose comfortable life derails when a one-night stand has deadly consequences. It is a dark comedy, very vulgar and violent in tone. It's like The Boys or Preacher, as if they were directed by Martin Scorsese. I was going to say. So yeah, it's a very character-driven story, deeply personal. It's about a character who fashions himself kind of like a Slim Shady or like an Alex DeLarge, but doesn't realize that he's closer in character to like George Costanza. He has a one-night stand that ends catastrophically, and from there we kind of send him on a journey that challenges his character and kind of leads him down, I guess we can say now, kind of like a dark and vigilante path of vigilantism. Like I said earlier, we just launched our retail bundle today, so if anybody's interested out there, we have a couple options for that. We have tons of amazing variants. Amazing rewards. We have a couple of variants by Kiss Kiss and May Rafina, including an exclusive cover that's only available for the duration of the Kickstarter. And since Travis pointed out to me that I've been so obnoxious with the So Close, I've created an incentive during the course of the show. If we hit funding by midnight tonight, I'm going to shut the fuck up for 24 hours. I will politely thank everybody on social media, and then I will not post on social media about being close or about needing funding or anything like that for 24 hours. So if you are tired of me, how could you not be? Help me get over the finish line, and I will leave you alone until Saturday.
You're acting like you're giving us a break, even though we know that just you want to take a fucking day off. Like,
figure that out. I just want to sleep tonight. Yes.
This isn't our first day. But Kyle, if you're still watching, whether or not you're back or not is relevant. Kyle runs a comic store in Florida. Fred is a creator from Florida. So I'm sure Fred would love to come down to your store to do a signing. So
I thought for a minute, I thought Fred was going to say he created a So Close reward tier.
Yeah, a $44 reward tier.
So close.
It's literally exactly enough to get funded. That's
40.
It's a reward tier that just keeps changing in real time.
Yes.
So, but, we've got you. We've got your stuff. I can mark you off my list.
Thank you.
If someone wants to make dreams happen, that's on them. All right, we got you there. All right, next up. Let me keep refreshing too, because I know there's a decent amount of people watching. So, however, people did click off when I started doing the ready for the yelling thing. They were just like, "Whoa, all right, things are gonna get bad." All right, shut down Luke. I can shut down Plansverse. I don't even see. Again, this is all confusing. The plan. You've decided that Plan 9 is a whole verse. It's a whole thing.
The Planiverse, yes.
All right. And you made this up?
Branding, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you have voice actors like SWAT?
I mean, if that's what we need, we can make that happen, I'm sure. Yeah. Hire some people off a Cameo to just be like, hey, we're going to do a movie out of this. And, just bullshit.
Right?
Yeah.
That sounds good. All right. Infinite Souls. Alan's up. Alan, you came in here at 2,620 with 57 backers. We're trying to see if we can get you some more backers. 58. Looks like you made $1. That's not, guys. Oh. This is not my first day, bro. This is not like, come on, you got to give a guy more than $1. Like I write the fucking numbers down. Like I know that it's only $1. Like you cheap bastard. I don't know who you are. Like someone's feeling really guilty because I'm calling them out, but you can give more than $1. Son of a bitches.
Maybe it's just a placeholder dollar so that they're like, I'm going to come back tomorrow.
Right. Maybe they're
see
really,
what's here, but
it's true.
they'll get the updates like, oh yes, I need to go look at that again.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting for
Payday.
the show to end. They're just like, I want to really look at this, but I don't want to miss Travis's face.
That's got to be what it is. Yes,
it's got to be that. It's got to be that. But go ahead and tell them about it, Alan.
It's a story that started with a bunch of weird pumpkin-headed characters from a few indie creators, and we got together, and it just grew into a kind of a supernatural scavenger hunt across realities, heroes versus villains, weird stuff, former Lieutenant of Death, Swarm of Ghosts. It's like, if you like, say, Creature Commandos, or like things like Doctor Strange or Swamp Thing or Man Thing, that kind of stuff. Twilight Zone. It's it's a supernatural superhero epic.
Well, and let's sell it a little bit more, Alan. You are very educated on these subjects because you, in a past life almost, because of our age and we're old as fuck, edited a lot of these comics, right?
I actually worked on Ghost Rider.
I've heard good things about that guy.
At
Dan
one
Ketch
point.
or Johnny Blaze.
The Catch. I was there the first year of the new Catch when Catch came, when Danny Ketch came along. And I was also working on the Hulk, and that was during the Peter David Dale Keown run, where they
Nobody
merged.
likes that run. Everyone talks very poorly about that particular run.
It was so much fun to work on. It was the one where basically Doc Samson takes the intellect of Banner and the body of Hulk and kind of makes that one guy, which you actually see in the Avengers movies. And I'm like, there's our guy. Like in the last Avengers movie, it's like they put him in. I'm like, that's our guy, Smart Hulk. Yeah, it was fun. I did do a little bit of time at Marvel, and I did not work on Doctor Strange. Unfortunately, I never touched Doctor Strange. I didn't used to be into that. I was more into different things, but
now, were you there long enough to get to the Midnight Suns big stuff, or did you?
I left right before that. The guy who came in after me, Chris Cooper, who is now famous for his incident in Central Park with the birding.
What?
Chris Cooper? Yeah, you know Chris Cooper, right? Do you know who he is?
No, I don't know.
He was the assistant editor. He was on staff, and he moved over and took my place when I left. And he recently, like a couple of years ago, there was this incident in Central Park where he was, he's a birder. He like goes out and looks for birds and stuff. And there was some woman who was like harassing him in Central Park, and it was like caught on video, and it went viral, and it was a big deal. And she was like, she got in a lot of trouble for it, and he wound up like he's done a show and he's doing other things. He's got like other things going on now. But he was a big part, I think, of the Midnight Suns thing.
Okay.
But yeah, you should look up Chris Cooper. He's a real nice guy, real cool guy.
Totally
fascinating kind of a guy too. I love him. In fact, I actually asked him, I'm like, I've got a character in one of my books. I said, do you mind if I name this guy after you? Because I just kind of like I wanted to name him after him. And he was like, yeah, I'd be honored. I'm like, cool. Okay. I'm like, very cool. Very cool.
See, I feel like I haven't seen Tom in forever. Yeah. You want to see Tom here? There you
go. What? It's
Tyler would like to see you.
It's Tyler, yeah.
He'd like to say hi to Tyler.
Yeah. I haven't seen Tyler in forever. He commented somewhere along the lines on something that I posted a while back, but I don't remember what it was, but yeah. Well, and he's on YouTube. I'm never on YouTube.
Yeah, he doesn't slum it with us Facebook people. He has there's not enough drama on Facebook for his liking. He likes
This is fair. Yeah.
He likes to be right in there. So this doesn't fit his thing. But it looks like you get on the back or since you're talking. So I'm going to count you.
Beautiful. Well, and also the Infinite Souls thing. This is like a 2-part story, which is leading into the Twilight Order, which a bunch of us guys who have these characters want to run our characters together as a team, and that's them, Twilight Order. The idea is to run them as a team, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to get into that too. So we're going to wrap up this story in the second issue of Infinite Souls, and then it will roll over into Twilight Order and continue on from there, which is absolutely going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. Things are just going to get more and more wild, a little bit more, even more fun and strange.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to see that. And are the other guys promoting it? Because I see you out all the time, but I don't see them as much.
They are.
I
think a little more now. They haven't been as much, maybe. But sometimes, yeah, it's kind of hard. I don't know. It's like Facebook doesn't seem to be showing a lot of stuff. Like I'll find stuff that like they've posted, and I'm like going, I didn't even know this was on here, and it's like they posted it 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's like so there's something weird going on with like actual exposure.
I'll yell. People who are on this book, if your character's in it, you should promote it because that's the way these things work. I'll yell at you if Alan won't. I'm yelling at Alan. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if you're right. I'm yelling at them.
Don't yell at my guys. Yeah.
Shape up, guys. You guys should each bring in 20 backers. All right. We've got that.
Well, that's a clean sweep.
Oh, no. I got to go to me, Tom. But I have the 24-hour thing, so I'll probably be okay. So reroll was at 3,409 with 85 backers. Let's see. Did I close my fucking window? I did. Hold on.
It's quality podcasting.
Am I the only professional here? What is it? All right. Let's see. All right. Share screen. And reroll was at 3,409. It is now at 3,414. So we have done it. We have done our stuff. We have finished the night. Reroll is about Sega. Sega has a past life experiment. All his role-playing characters come to life. Try to kill him. They're all assholes. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's comedy action. That's why it's kind of cartoony characters. Not what I normally do, but I think it's a good fucking book, and you should back it. And if you don't, you're dead to me. And next time you ask me to go on the show, I'm going to look at your list. If you haven't backed it, I'm probably going to let you on anyways because I'm a coward. But I'll be frank and upset about it. So there. But gentlemen, like Ed said earlier, it is daytime out. It's time to go play. California, the Kardashians are now about to start their partying life, so it is time to go. So let's say goodbye, everyone. Tell everyone where they can find you. Fred, where can people find you?
You can find me on social media at Schwartz Art LLC, all one word, and on www.schwartzart-llc.com.
Mm-hmm. Todd, where can someone find you?
If they're so inclined, they can find me, Todd Rayner, on Facebook, Todd Rayner Art, everywhere else, Instagram, all that good stuff. And darkspacestudios.com is where all my comics live, original art, all that good stuff.
Yes. Alan, where can someone find you?
I am on Facebook. There is a Pop Skull Press page on Facebook. I have a Pop Skull Press. It's at Pop Skull Press on Instagram. I have a Pop Skull Press website, but it is woefully outdated and is in need of work. But it is there. Better to follow me on Facebook or on the Facebook page for Pop Skull Press.
Tom, when you're not hating Aliens Earth, where are you?
I'm always hating Aliens Earth. Doesn't matter where I am. Always hating Aliens Earth. BigDogInc.com. You guys can get all of our back issues, trade paperbacks if you want variant covers, whatever we have left of them. They're there. Facebook, Instagram, the X, whatever they call it. We're on all of those places. And we have a patreon.com/BigDogInc. We're almost up to 50 people hanging out there. So if you like to kind of watch how the soup is made, that's what we do on our Patreon. And we got bonus offers and exclusives and stuff for everybody that's on Patreon as well.
And when are you going live again with next Big Dog Inc?
January will be the 15-year anniversary of The Legend of Oz, The Wicked West. We'll be doing deep Legend of Oz all year long next year.
Okay. All right. Well, we're doing the Oz second edition for Cthulhu because we're at the 5-year anniversary. Honestly, it's not because of the 5-year anniversary. I ran out of I'm sick of printing small amounts of them. I need a big printer, so we're adding about 6 stories. But we should talk. Maybe you could do the forward in this one, second edition. I'd love it.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that.
We'll give you some PayPal money because apparently that's how it works. Now I know the system.
Big Mac vouchers, whatever.
Will you take Monopoly after I put them in my system, of course?
Sure.
Can we talk about this? So the McDonald's app is fucking fantastic, and I don't get to use it because somehow I fucked it up. And my wife, who never goes to McDonald's, gets to use it all the time. So I only get to witness its greatness when my wife is in the car with me and I can go, hey, can I use your number? But they're always giving you something fucking good. It's a good system. 10 out of 10.
I refuse to order my food on an app.
Agreed.
You don't have to order it on an app. You just give them the number and you get a free cheeseburger or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's like a club card type of thing. Like they're scanning your information or whatever.
Yeah,
you get bonuses. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you get free. You don't have to do the app. Yeah, but you get when you go through the drive-thru, you'll ask you for your number, and my wife gets free shit all the time.
Okay, I like that.
But I'm going to play the outro and get us out of here. Alan, I know we wanted to talk. We can do that talk tonight if you want to get it done real quick. We can do that after. But everybody else, go spend time with your families. Go watch Aliens Earth and rant about it on the internet.
Don't.
Well, Fred,
Tom, I want to watch it with you, Tom. I think we'd have fun together.
I mean, if you want me to give you a PowerPoint of how this is terrible, at every moment, I will say this: the first 2 episodes were okay. I was like, all right, show me what's going on. It's the crash. It's the monsters. What the hell's going on?
Oh.
And then every subsequent episode I watched, I'm like, why is this getting worse every single time until the finale, where I was like, I'm out.
Disagree, but that's cool. I mean,
and I hated the first 2 episodes. Well,
I didn't love them, but again, it was like the origin. We're getting started. I'm going to give you a minute to kind of catch me. I'm like, all right. Well, but then it just went off a cliff.
Not everything's for everybody. I am really not a Predator guy, and when you guys were talking earlier, I've never seen G.I. Joe or Transformers.
You should do that right now.
I've heard.
Well, but there's a caveat to that because, with Transformers, 2 seasons and you can
That's
stop.
It.
You can stop. You want to see the movie.
I was going to say, I heard there's just this epic movie, but
there is an epic movie. But you don't need to come back to the show after the movie. You can just let it stop at the movie. G.I. Joe is just fun background noise. The first few seasons is really great, and then it's just kind of. To me, it's better than the Transformers in the long form. Particularly the first couple of miniseries, they're really good.
I mean, there was just so many things in the 80s that I
there
was
were
100%. He-Man, Thundercats, SWAT Cats, all the big ones, So it's
fucking hate SWAT Cats. I'm sorry, Kevin. I know I'm going to get a message, but I'm not going to. In fact, I'm not only going to knock back it, I'm going to go to the SWAT Cat actor when I'm going to con in January because he's at Central Florida Comic Con. I'm going to be like, look, get off of my platform. I don't know why you're here. Nobody wants SWAT Cats. I don't know how you got so much money. I don't know who you're stealing. I don't know what QAnon Bitcoin thing you're doing, but stop.
this conversation.
It's the internet, it's cats, it's animation, and it's voice actors. Like it's the holy trinity of how do you make money? Like it's crazy.
I was gonna say that conversation with him yelling at the voice actor is gonna happen at a urinal, so that's gonna be fun to watch.
He posted on that campaign, and you know,
make more money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think that's a goal? P next to SWAT cat, like maybe that's on there.
You know, that would make a voice actor's day if he was like listening to your podcast one day. He's like, I was one of the famous people he peed next to, like Frank Miller, Mark Waid, and me. I'm just a SWAT cat. You know,
I'm just a SWAT cat. That's a T-shirt. I'm making that a T-shirt.
I'm just a SWAT cat, but I peed next to Travis Gibb.
Here's the thing.
Oh, that's a great shirt too. I peed next to Travis Gibb. That's $1 million shirt.
Yeah.
Add on.
Do you think I'd get Mark Waid or Frank Miller to wear it? Because they
just make a bumper sticker and stick it on their car.
I just want them to know. You know, and never mind. That's rude. But we're gonna take off out of here. Good night, guys. Thanks for coming out. There will not be a show next week because I will not be live. But guess what? That Wizard of Oz shit is coming very soon. So I'm back.
What the fuck am I gonna do with Thursday?
Good night. You're gonna have to figure out how to fund yourself, Frank. You're gonna have to figure it out. All right. Good night, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Later.